Okay, the last thing I want to talk about, I didn't mention this, and they put these in the sum of the product of the roots. They're gonna say the roots are these questions, they're the same. They say the roots are alpha and beta, and they're saying what is 1 over alpha plus 1 over beta, right? And you might say, oh, I have to solve for alpha and beta, and then they'll give you a polynomial, and then they'll say the roots are alpha and beta. And then they say, what is 1 over alpha plus 1 over beta? I'm not sure if we did this with my HL2s, maybe with my HL1s. Anyway, what do you do with this? Well, add it together. So you know you have alpha plus beta over alpha beta. Lo and behold, this is the sum, this is the product. These are silly games they play. They also say, what's 1 over alpha squared plus 1 over beta squared? So you're like, okay, well, same idea. Alpha squared plus beta squared over alpha squared beta squared. Now, in the denominator, you're like, oh, wait a minute, that's the product of the roots. That's alpha beta squared. But what do you do with alpha squared plus beta squared? Well, we notice that alpha plus beta squared is equal to alpha squared plus 2 alpha beta plus beta squared. And therefore, alpha squared plus beta squared equals alpha plus beta minus 2 alpha beta. So once again, you see here, alpha squared plus beta squared is simply the sum, and this is the product. So it's these annoying games they play. So when you see that, you're like, okay, this is what's going on. I see what you're doing. Let's move to the last thing that might show up, and that's if they ask you the cubes. Well, we're on that. They might say, what's 1 over, alpha cubed plus 1 over beta cubed? Well, you got this, right? Because you're like, okay, wait a minute. That's alpha cubed plus beta cubed over alpha cubed beta cubed. Well, this part, that's easy. That's alpha beta cubed. What's going on with alpha cubed beta cubed? Well, you say, okay, I remember this. Alpha plus beta cubed is, you have to memorize this, alpha cubed plus 3 alpha squared beta plus 3 alpha beta squared plus beta cubed. So we're looking for alpha cubed, beta cubed. Well, we're going to move this part over to the left, and let's take a look at the statement. Alpha plus beta cubed plus minus 3 alpha squared beta plus 3 alpha beta squared. You're like, what am I going to do with this? Well, you know what? Let's factor out a 3 alpha beta. What are we left with? Alpha plus beta. This is cubed. This is the sum. This is the product. And this is the sum. So don't get freaked out by those questions. You might see them in old exams, or once again, when you see the reciprocals, you know how to deal with this. It all comes back to the product and the sum of the roots. Thank you.